You're in Europe, watching the World Cup. What if I told you Qatar essentially has the power to turn your lights off or increase your energy bill next month? Watch to the very end of this video to find out how. This is part 2 of The Truth About Qatar, the Hypocrisy of the West. Watch part 1 on my page for context. Correction from part 1. This is actually HBJ, former Prime Minister of Qatar, not the guy I showed in the first part. Part 1 focused on Qatar's real estate purchases. That's just the tip of the iceberg. Pay attention. The World Cup in Qatar isn't an accident. It is payback, as Qatar holds the fate of its former colonial masters in its hands. 29% of the UK's fuel comes from natural gas. Almost all of the UK's liquefied natural gas comes from Qatar. This is via the South Hook terminal at Milford Haven, which is 67.9% owned by Qatar. So, if the UK government made Qatar angry, they could literally turn the lights off. Your hot water, central heating, PlayStation, Netflix, Qatari fuel powers all of it. Germany has also struck a deal with Qatar to get fuel from them as well, so it feels like everybody's joining the party. Qatar also has plans to invest heavily in the US in the coming years, so if you're American, you're not getting out of this one. It gets worse. Keep watching. In 1966, when England hosted the World Cup, homosexuality was illegal in that country. So it seems that other nations must change when the West says so, but the West changes at their own pace when they want to. In July 2005, London was awarded the 2012 Olympics. This was while the UK were engaged in an illegal war against Iraq. Iraq did not have weapons of mass destruction. The Iraq invasion was based on a lie and thus, by definition, a war crime. There was no protest of the London Olympics in 2012. Russia invaded Ukraine. The US invaded Iraq. Russia is banned from the World Cup. The US will be hosting the next World Cup in 2026. Pay attention. So Gary Lineker and other sports pundits have had a lot to say about Qatar, even though he's allegedly taken their money for Champions League broadcasting after Qatar were awarded the 2022 World Cup 20 months before he signed that deal with the broadcaster. So I think he'd have known. Follow for more commentary on society, media, entertainment, politics, and the world.